Hey, this is Kelly with Kelly's Estate and Auction Company. And there's Miss Precious. We did our last video about a month ago, so I was going to give you an update. Since then, we found over 100 boxes underneath the house. And it wasn't junk in there, so it was kind of like having to start all over. And it is super packed in here, and we are still discovering things as we speak. Believe it or not, silver, and there were silver underneath the house. And look at that wonderful bronze vase with the foo dog, and you can see tons and tons of pictures on the internet. I probably did overkill on the pictures. But there's great pottery here, sterling silver, sewing stuff, buttons. And you can see that's where I've had myself planted. And there's another workstation. I can't get to the Christmas out there, but I wanted to show you how far we have come. This sale is July the 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. And we're going to have some extended shopping hours, and you can see that on the internet. If you like blue and white, if you like blue willow, spode, blue Danube, all that, and then some. Over 40 quilts, transferware, some of the prettiest vintage transferware you would ever see. Precious, you're just so unhappy. I know it. Let's go back here. We've added a shelf here. Tchotchkes for days. I love those pink dishes there. And I have been forbidden to go upstairs. They said I would have a heart attack, so to keep me calm, I'm staying down here. I have enough to do. That is one of the quilts. That's probably the oldest one. And let me show you in here how handy we have become. Now, this is an operation right here. Washing in the bathtub. Because the kitchen is crowded. It's too crowded and reasonably set up. There's the old bird cage. We found that in sections. There is beautiful art here. I love the Boston Terrier there. That's by Hubley. And look at all the quilts. Those are in the process of being priced. And it has been a job trying to get all of this organized, priced, and cleaned. Normally we could do a sale pretty quick, but when it's a hoarding sale, it takes on a total life of its own. And everything was something here. We did, one dumpster did leave out of here, but it was really just trash, very little. And this has vintage, electroplated, silver on copper. I mean, it's never ending. And let's go into the kitchen. But I think I've got 1,500 pictures on there right now, which is major overkill. But the ball jars, chintz, and that is, well, the light fell out in the ceiling. That is Towncraft and Salad Master. These are the hand. They look like mechanics' hands, but that's from cleaning the silver. Or silver, as Mother called it. Everything you can imagine is here. And I love this mid-century modern piece. It's got a little curve to the front of it. This china cabinet. And here is the plan. All right, out here on this porch, there will be a tent out there, and we will have things under there too. Also in the driveway, which is the other way, we're going to just have a big old circus tent out there. A lot of the vintage quilts will be in here. Planters, art, and pottery back here. Now you see some empty spaces on the shelves, and trust me, they won't be empty since we are still discovering things. Look at the cotton paddles. Some really old enamelware. Beautiful linens. And that is a cream separator. Everybody needs a cream separator. And you'll find a lot of folk artsy stuff in here. From pottery to paintings, pictures. Cookbooks. Cookie cutters. This is really like, and it is so dark in here. I apologize. This is the clothing room. I can't get to the light fixture, but there are, and we'll do another video. But beautiful clothes, boots, shoes, coats, hats, vintage purses. And this is really turned into, this is Lannis's boutique. Precious, uncover that light switch for Mama. And honey, the purses forever. Now, if you're into vintage clothes, don't miss out. Don't miss out on this sale. Because there are some true treasures in here. Boots in the closet. Great leather jackets, leather pants, suede. T-shirts. Tags. And just because you don't see any tools doesn't mean they're not here. There are tons of, well, I won't say tons of tools, but there's some really good tools, primitive type toolboxes and other things. I don't know, the equivalent of maybe trying to empty out 2 antique stores in a matter of days. Precious. Precious is so precious. But finding the 100 boxes underneath the house definitely threw a monkey wrench in the plans, no doubt. So that's why we had to move it forward. And believe it or not, this is going to be our checkout. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight in here. We've got to make a holding shelf. But if you're a collector or a dealer, reseller, you've got a booth, this is the place to come. We know that we have to sell all this. And that beautiful Indian basket. And that solid copper champagne bucket. And he is so cute. He's not a repro. And you see the Fenton over there. It just goes on and on. There are the antique buttons. And I'm thinking this is coal pottery. C-O-L-E. It is a beautiful blue color. But seriously, there was sterling silver underneath the house. And get a load of this. I think this is cool right here. Cast iron. Blue and white. It is from Sweden. And it's not in the best condition, but it's a beautiful piece. All this to be gone through. It just never ends, but a good liquidator, isn't this right, Precious? A good liquidator will research things, and with a sale like this, you have to research things. You just can't slap a price on it. And researching things takes time. And cleaning things. Look at those. Those are sterling silver diaper pins. All right, this is a little update. We still got the Christmas room I can't get to and the upstairs, and we'll have 2 spaces outside. So just imagine all those things put together. Are you standing by the door for a particular reason? You want to go home? You go home and see kitties? You gotta go potty? Alrighty, guys, we will see you later. And don't miss this sale. It's going to be so good. It'll be a fun sale. And you will not regret coming. I promise you.